Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, of course, Mr. Backwoods. So, we are going to get into the leveling out portion of the tiny house. We leveled out the front of the porch. Where the front porch essentially meets the building, though, due to the building itself being completely unlevel, settled into the ground and what have you, we're gonna have to level the building out to get the entire porch level. Now, like I say, the front is very much level. I made sure of that. But in order to level out the rest of it, when we level the building itself out, it's gonna level out the porch, where it meets the building as well. Some of these footings are just cinder blocks sitting on the ground, and of course, with the holes in the cinder blocks, they will settle. You kind of want a flat cap block on the ground, or at least a treated piece of wood, something there to give a sturdy foundation where the footing meets the ground. But we're going to be tackling that today. Whew. Sorry, I almost sneezed. Whew. My sinuses were acting up like 2 days ago, terribly bad. Thank goodness they're getting better. But as I was saying, we are going to replace all the footings that are existing here. Most of them are trash. Some of them are leaning completely over. I'm surprised the building is still standing, but we'll be replacing all the existing as well as adding a few more. I do believe there are some points on this building that, yeah, there should have been an extra footing or two, so we're going to be throwing in a couple more. And by the time we're done, I want the floor inside to be nice and level, no dips in it, and get this thing where it should be. The sooner we can get all this done, the sooner we can start tearing into the inside of the tiny house. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to lay flooring. I'm ready to put in a little countertops and, a nice new sink, get this place looking like a livable place. So, not going to get into too much detail about this, but I do want to apologize for not recording last weekend, not putting out a video. I had to go build my mom and her husband a wheelchair ramp. Yeah, unfortunately, he had his leg amputated a few weeks ago, and he's doing great, but like I say, I'm not going to get too in depth with it. It was more of a family affair. I, had my Uncle Andy out there helping me out, who I hadn't seen in years. So I kind of wanted to kind of catch up with him, spend some time with the family while I was there. I may throw a picture of the finished product in here, though, because let me tell you guys, that ramp turned out phenomenal. The ramp was sturdy. We used 3/4 decking board across it. My mom actually went out there and painted the thing after we left, but it turned out awesome. I was glad to help out. Sometimes nobody wants to make time to do things like that, but when your family needs something, yeah, you make time for it, and that's exactly what I did. So, my apologies for that, you guys. I also want to talk about one other thing before we jump into this. I'm going to start doing a weekly live. I'm thinking Thursday nights, maybe 6, 7 p.m. live in the evening. I truly think it'll give an opportunity for you guys to ask me questions, to get to know me a little better. I can tell you guys a little more about, Mr. Backwoods. So that's something we're going to start doing. I have not went live yet, so you guys, look, cut me a break, cut me some slack on this, because, I don't know what I'm doing as far as YouTube live goes. I have done plenty of Facebook Live, and you know, it's nothing to it, but yeah, I gotta find me a moderator or two and get this thing going. But just wanted to give y'all a heads up. Thursday, I may put up a premiere with you know, a little thumbnail on it a few hours prior to actually going live, so you guys will be aware I will be going live. It'll probably be 30 minutes to an hour, and we will do this every single Thursday evening. You know, the channel is not monetized yet, but I want to give you guys a chance to get to know me. I want to have the chance to tell you guys a little more about me. So we're going to start doing that, but enough with the chit chat, you guys. Let's jump into it. I'm going to walk around the tiny house here and show you guys just what we're dealing with. We'll see y'all there. All right, so you guys have been well acquainted with the front porch. I did come in with some shims on top of that cap block, some treated lumber. You know, we got some shims under the middle. The front was really nice and level. That corner over there, my finger in there just a smidge, but that corner is pretty high. I think because of the leaning footing under there, it's about an inch high. Now over there on the right, it is low. So we're going to try to bring all that up to true and get that stuff fixed. I will show you guys. So this corner over here, or this side, excuse all the spider webs, they have been outrageous lately. But this is the bathroom addition. So somebody came and added on a bathroom, which is all fine. You know, the bathroom is actually plumbed out. It looks lovely. But, uh-oh, almost busted my butt. Yeah. I mean, what is that? You know, I mean, they could have done just a bit better of a job at, you know, supporting this addition. So, that one too is absolutely hideous. Yeah. So, hey Goober. We are going to be fixing both of those. We'll be jacking that side up. We'll be actually putting something stable there. And as you can see, that one's leaning pretty good. So we'll be jacking up that middle there. And like I say, I think that side's about an inch high. But we'll tackle that when we get there. Let's go back around the other side here. This side over here, I think it's just settled a lot. You can't see but like 4 inches of that block. I think 2 or 3 inches has settled, so we will be jacking that up. But there's not one in the middle. They essentially did one only on the 4 corners of the building. So we'll be addressing that. They got some kind of rough plumbing in here, not sure. There's definitely not water to the building. Ellie, what you doing, girl? But yeah, we're going to be going across the back as well and trying to get this thing fixed. They did put one in the middle here, but they didn't put one in the middle on the sides. This one's kind of starting to lean as well. But yeah, this is all stuff we will be tackling. I also am not sure what kind of septic system they got or what they put, but there's definitely a pipe going in the ground. They also had some copper piping here for some kind of heater or for a stove of some sort. But yeah, we're going to get up under this thing and try to, figure it out. My goal today is to get all these footings, like that one, that one, that one, you know, get them all fixed and leveled and get the building itself well supported before we move any further. So let's jump right into it, you guys. As you can see, got plenty of pals down here keeping me company. Max and Ellie, yeah, we're just hanging out. So we'll see you guys up under the building. All right, so as y'all can see, we're over here on the bathroom addition. I've already checked this for level. It is actually quite level this way. So, we're not going to actually, level it out. But what we are going to do is come over here and replace this footing. It looks ridiculous. The wood does not look to be treated, so we are going to replace it anyway while still keeping it level. I'm going to turn y'all just a little bit here. Now, right in here where the actual porch meets the cabin, I told you guys I kind of suspected that this was a little bit high, and I've now confirmed my suspicion. This is definitely a little high. So, I mean, it is, yeah, I'm going to say a good ½ inch high. So what we're going to do is jack this up, and we're going to, fix that footing right there. Bring it down about ½ inch so that is true and nice and level. And then we'll replace the footing here as well. And then we'll start working our way towards the back of the tiny house. Alright, so I put a little fill dirt in here. We're going to throw a fresh cap block. I don't really like that, so let me just go this way. So, Alright, so I made up some shims from some treated lumber. I actually have some cedar shims, but I needed some thicker pieces right here, so we are gonna let the jack down here and check this thing for level. If it is level, good deal. We're gonna rock and roll with it. Alright, so I'm going to jack this back up just for a second. I noticed a tiny little space here. These nails are backed out just a bit. So what I want to do is throw a couple screws in here for good measure. That way we know it's quite secure. Alright, so I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, some untreated wood, probably 8 inches of it. You know, mounds of anthill that's done grown up on it. 2 blocks that are, yeah, definitely not a flat surface on the ground, so they're sinking into the ground. And again, untreated wood. So how they thought that would last any kind of time, it's beyond me. But let's get this thing jacked up. Again, this is level, so we don't want to mess with that. We just want to replace this monstrosity. God dang bee, dude. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, I'd say that's not exactly what you want to use as a footing. Absolutely tons of ants in that, so we're gonna be a little careful with this. So obviously, I'm not making somebody very happy back here because there are literally bees trying to attack me, okay? I'm thinking it's these wood-boring bees, and I absolutely hate those things because, yeah, they tear right into my cabin. So, yeah, let's hope they don't mess with me anymore. So our cap block on the bottom did not work out. It's just going to leave too much of a gap. So we're just going to use a normal cinder block, but we are going to put the flat side down. We're going to see how that does. See, I can just come back in here with a couple of nice treated 2x10s, some spacers, and that should sit us pretty dang good. cut my finger open. These freaking bees are ruthless, you guys. Literally, I start working and these things are coming from somewhere and they just tagging me in the back. Good Lord. Alright. See if we can drop this down. Alright, so after getting consistently and constantly attacked by freaking bees over there, literally had a couple of them tag me in the back. They would get on my clothes, get on my shirt, and yeah, they would just be like buzzing and I couldn't get them off of me. I don't know, it looks like they're coming out of the ground, so I would think they're yellow jackets, but these things look like bees. They got like these little orange pads on the back of their feet. I don't know. They're cute bees, and I hate it, but those things are going to have to get the hell on, okay? But if y'all have any clue as to what they might be or what kind of bee or whatever they might be, drop a comment below. I'd be curious to know. But we went ahead and got that whole left side done, all the way from the front corner to the back corner and the ones in between underneath the bathroom. That side is leveled out. Now, we're going to have a lot more over here to adjust. This side is far more off kilter. So from what I can tell, and I'm going to do it like this, I want the porch to be level from the front to this point. So this, to get this to level, yeah, this is going to have to come up, like literally, this has to come up about an inch. So I'm not sure yet. I may jack this up and stick a treated 2x10 right under here and see where we're at. And then I won't even have to pull this block out. But we're going to jack it up, see what we got, and we'll take it from there. Let's jack it up and get it level. And yeah, until we get back to the back, hopefully we won't have to deal with any more bees. So let's see what we can do here, y'all. Alright, we're getting there. I hear some creaking and moaning. I'm not too sure about all that, but we're going to roll with it. That actually looks pretty level. Alright, so that looks pretty darn level to me. Good deal. We're going to move on to the back corner. Alright, so we made it to the back right corner. We got some kind of plumbing going on. I do know there's not a direct line to the house. I kind of think they ran this off of a water hose and ran it through the woods, but I will be running a brand new water and power line down here. So we'll probably end up ripping this out and just tying into it somewhere underneath the shed, because there are water lines going to the sink and as well as the toilet in the bathroom. So we do have a little rot right in here. I think this is mostly because water was being used here, because I don't see it anywhere else on the actual outer part of the building. We do need to come in and get some of these nails tacked in a little better, but we'll deal with these issues later. Right now, this back corner needs to come up just a little bit, probably a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch tops. So we are going to go ahead and jack this corner up, get it level, and then we'll get this footer adjusted. See where we're at here. It's pretty close. Maybe a little more off than I thought. Looks to be more like 1 inch off. That's absolutely perfect. So we're gonna dig this out, tear this out, and get us a new footer put under here. Oh, that's just lovely. Termites. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm gonna get y'all a closer view. Yep, that, my friends, is termites. Good news is we're gonna come back with a wood here that the termites are not gonna like very much. So, yeah. This is actually a cinder block that has 2 midsections, so it has 3 holes in it. So I may just leave it here the way it is, just level it out. I feel like it's got a pretty good grab on the ground after settling all these years. If I come in here with a couple of treated pieces of wood, I think we'll be a-okay. And anybody or any of you guys that want to judge, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is not perfect. This is not for perfection. This is for what is going to work for me. All right, let's go cut us a piece of wood. All right, so not the most comfortable thing in the world, but yeah, we made it underneath the tiny house. As you can see, the wood's in pretty good shape. It's still this old rough cut stuff, but we got some low spots, and I'm going to try to remedy that by coming in the middle here and putting a footing right here, putting a nice good footer, and hopefully lift it up just a bit. You know, I'm going to jack it up, you know, a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and put a new footer here. It was a tight squeeze, you guys. You know, I actually had to dig out the dirt out at the edge to get this amazing dad bod under here. Yeah, so you got to do what you got to do. But let's try to get this done so I can get my butt out from under here. All right, let's get out from under here, see how that did. We may be adding a couple of more of those. We're going to add one out back here at the very end of the back of the cabin. And then we're going to see how the floor looks on the inside. Yeah, so this is how I came out looking. Just a wee bit filthy down there. And what is that? All right, let's jump back there and try to add one more on the back end. All right, so we essentially have the main span of the building. We have a corner footer, a middle, and an end footer. So in between the middle and the ends, it's starting to sag just a little over time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one in between the middle and the end. So we're going to be adding 2 full footers to the back of the cabin / tiny house. which is what we're turning it into, is a tiny house. I've just always called it the cabin, so it's gonna be hard to get used to calling it the tiny house. But we're gonna jack this middle up a little bit, and we're gonna put a footer right here, and then we're gonna come over there on the other side of the middle and put an additional footer there as well. Let's hope the bees don't attack us, but let's get to it. Let's see what we got here. All right, y'all. We finally made it to the end of this thing. We accomplished everything I wanted to. We legitimately got all the footings replaced that were troublesome. We also added several extra footings. The one that I put up underneath the front of the tiny house here by the door when I was crawling underneath, that one was monumental for the stability of the floor inside. We had a little sag over there on that right side, a little dip in the floor. Between that one and the couple others that I added underneath, yeah, it took that dip right out. So I've walked inside. It feels a million times more sturdy than it used to. It used to give some. Now, yeah, it feels nice and solid. I can't wait to put flooring in this thing, get this thing finished out. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Also, I think it made a huge difference on the front of the porch as well, because like I told y'all, I leveled the front, but I couldn't level the back until we leveled the actual tiny house itself, which now we've done. So the whole porch is nice and level now. But I'm very, very pleased with what we did today. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I do apologize for not putting out a video last week. Family has to come first, and I know you guys will understand that. But do not forget, I almost forgot to tell y'all, but don't forget the Thursday night live. So we're going to start doing a live every single Thursday evening. And again, y'all bear with me. I've not done YouTube live, so it's going to be a learning experience for me, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So we'll see you guys on Thursday evening. I will throw up a premiere and have a nice little thumbnail on it to alert you guys of the time. It should be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's kind of where I'm seeing it. But I will throw up. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I say it every single video, but I could not do it without you guys. So much love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe let me know what color you think we should paint it, because yeah, that's probably what we'll be doing on the next video. But thanks again, you guys. Much love, and we will see y'all on the next one.